Hey guys, welcome to the video today. In today's video, I'm going to give a basic tutorial of the Sketchbook app. And I recently started using the Sketchbook app to make my YouTube thumbnails, and I am really happy with the Sketchbook app. And I'm going to be showing this on my Samsung Galaxy Tab S9. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Sketchbook app. And here is a new sketch. But if I needed to make a new sketch, I can click the box up here, and then I can click new sketch. And then it gives you some options here, that you can adjust: pixel dimensions, resolution. Once you have set what you want, you can click create. So over here we have different layers that we can add. So to add a layer, you can just press the plus button. And then if you want to remove a layer, just kind of click and hold, and then you can move it up to the trash can. Also, if you make a mistake, so say I add a layer but I didn't want to, you can also hit the back arrow here. Okay, so the first thing, let me show over here first. So these are like a lot of the different brushes, pencils, like writing utensils that you can use. So if I click this top one with the gray circle, these are like some of the recent ones I've used. And then if I click the ones below it, these ones are, I think these are, if I click right here, these are like the basic ones down the side, but there's also more. So you can scroll through here and there is a lot of different options of different things you can try and use and just be creative. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this one here. Now this can be moved around and you can change the size. So if I press here and then move to the right, it's adjusting the size. And if I press here and move to the left, it's decreasing the size. Try to get back to 10 there. Okay. You can also, zoom in. It shows down here. You can change the angle just so, if you're working on something and you want to work on it at a different zoom or a different angle, you can do that. Okay, so now I'm going to, there's a bar up here with a lot of different features. The first one that I'm going to, and I'm not going to show all of these, this is like a basic tutorial, but I'm going to show some of the common ones that I use. So I'm going to add a picture, and I'm going to click right here. And here are like my pictures. I'm going to click the Christmas tree here. Okay, and then I can move, you can freely move around, the picture wherever you want it to be. You can zoom in on it. You can zoom out on it, whatever you want it to be. I'm going to try to get back to 100. You can also rotate it too. But whatever you save it as, so like say I saved it like this part of the picture that's in the gray will no longer be there. So then if I came back in and tried to edit this, that part of the picture would not be there. So I'm going to go back to 100%. I'm going to try. Okay, and then I want to show you this tool right here is the nudge tool. This is like one of the coolest things. So there are a couple ways to use this. So see how I have a white border up here? Maybe I want to get the top of the picture right to the top. So I can just kind of click this and it just slowly moves it up until I get, I think it's right there or something. Maybe let me get my back to 100% because it was showing some white on both sides. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get that perfect, so I'm just going to zoom this a little. We'll go to like 105%. But then another part of the nudge is I can click and hold, And it's just going to move this vertically wherever I want it to be, which is nice because then it's not moving all over the place if you don't want it to be. And then same thing horizontally. I can move this to where I want it to be. So let's just say something like this. And see, I'm using the nudge there just to try to get the edge of the picture over to the edge. So I can see the white line here, and then I just keep going. I'll go a couple past just to make sure. So say I'm happy with this. Now I can click this button right here, the check mark, and it takes me back. So now I'm going to add another picture. Okay, I'm clicking the pictures again, going to the presents here this time. So now, like say I just want this to take up, you know, the remaining part. So we'll do like 105% too. I can get my nudge tool out and then, you know, try to get this something like this. Go a couple past just to make sure, or a few past. Okay, maybe this is a thumbnail about Christmas or the Christmas tree or presents. I'm going to click the check mark, and now I'm back here. Okay, so say I'm happy with this, the pictures here, but now I want to add in some wording. I want to add in maybe, you know, Christmas tree or something like that. So I'm going to click the text button, and then I'm going to click over here on the little keyboard, and I can type in, let's type in Christmas tree. And then I can go to the fonts. I can change that to what I want it to be. I can go to the colors. I can change the color to whatever I want it to be. And now notice how it's you know, bigger than the box here. So maybe I want to you know, shrink this down so it's going to fit. Maybe something like this. I'm going to use my nudge tool to try to center this somewhere. Maybe something like, maybe I want it right here. Okay, maybe something like this. I'm gonna click OK. Okay, so now here's like something that I do. Like say I wanted to create a shadow effect for this. I can click Christmas tree. I can do duplicate. Now I have a duplicate right here. So I'm gonna click the duplicate, and then I can click into these arrows right here, which are going to allow me to move it. I can move it away, okay? Click my check mark. And now say maybe I want that to be in maybe green. So I'll select my color. I'll go green. Maybe something like that. I don't know. That's probably okay. And then I can click the paint bucket. And then I can just go through here and I can change each of the letters into the green. Oops. And then if you make a mistake, there's the back button. Or say you wanted to go back forward, you can go back to the forward button. But I'm going to go back. And now I'm going to go back to the arrows here. I think that's called transform as the official. Yeah, it looks like transform. I'm going to use my nudge tool, and then I can bring this back up and see how now I've created a like a shadow effect. And I can, you know, use the nudge tool to adjust depending on how intense I want the shadow. And I'm going to select the check mark. Okay, so now another tool I'm going to show you is this one here. It's called the ruler. I can move the ruler down here. I can change the direction of the ruler too, like the angle. But I'm going to keep it at 0. And I'm just going to move it below the Christmas tree wording. And maybe I wanted to do I'm gonna go like this actually, just to cover the Christmas tree. And maybe I wanted to add like a line underneath, like an effect. So maybe I wanted it to be airbrushed. Okay, so we're gonna do like some green. And what the ruler is doing is it's allowing me to stay in a straight line as I do my airbrushing here, just to create this line. And maybe two. Oh, see, okay, here's a mistake, what I would consider a mistake for me. I put the line on the same layer as the Christmas tree wording, which I don't like to do, because then if there's a mistake in it and I have to edit something, you know, it potentially lose both things here. So I'm going to hit the back button. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer for my airbrush. And then I'm just going to airbrush my line back in there. And this is what's great about this app, is you can just be really creative. Okay, so now I'm going to add one more layer, and I'm going to like get a red color here. Maybe something like that. And then, oops, I moved my ruler at some point. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of the ruler, and maybe I decide like I don't like that green line. So I can, you know, either back out, or if I just, you know, press and hold, I can move that to the garbage can and the green line goes away. And that is the really like great thing that I like about this app, is just like the ability to, there is so much opportunity to be creative. So like maybe another option is I want to put a layer between the pictures and where it says Christmas tree. So I can click my last picture and then add a layer, and this layer's in between the two. And then maybe if I go in here and I'll select this red color, and I can create like an effect behind where it says Christmas tree. Maybe something like that. And you know, I can just sit here and be creative and try to see what works, what I like, what I don't like. And I've just been really happy with this app, and with, you know, all the different utensils or drawing tools that are in here. I mean, it's just awesome. There are just a lot of different options, you know, for me to try different things and see what works. And yeah, so maybe like with this too, I don't like it. So I can just click and hold and move it to the trash can. I can adjust, you know, if I need to work on this at a different angle, I can do that. And yeah, I think it's okay. So now, like, this was the first layer here, and this layer doesn't have anything on it. So I'm just going to move that layer to the trash can. And then now I'm going to show you how to save the sketch. So I'm going to click right up here, the 3 lines and the 3 dots, and I'm going to click save, and then save current sketch. And it's saving the sketch. And then if I want to export this sketch and make it like a JPEG, I'm going to click up here, the 3 dots and the 3 lines. I'm going to click share export. I'm going to click export to files. And then here are the different options. Currently, and this may change in the future, but currently they have 2 different versions. They have a free version and then a pay version. I've paid for this app just so I make sure that I get everything. And I think that PDF, currently anyways, was only available if you have paid for the app. But in this case, I'm going to click JPEG. And then you have different quality options. I'm going to select best. And then I'm going to click save. And you can rename it if you want to, but I'm going to click save. All right, and when I'm done with a sketch and I've saved it and created like a JPEG of it like I did in this case, what I like to do is create a new sketch. So I'm going to click the 3 dots with the 3 lines and then click new sketch and then click create. That way I just don't leave the old sketch on the main screen or the home screen or whatever this is called. Just so in case anything happens, I don't want to make any edits to it by accident or something like that. So I always just go back to a new sketch. So I hope that this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. And I might make future videos about the Sketchbook app. Let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in seeing another tutorial about the Sketchbook app and how I make YouTube thumbnails. Maybe I could go over some different things. I might do that in the future. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.